All right, so hey guys, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. Ready for some astrology? Today is Thursday, and it is the 17th of July. So, the moon in Aries is going to be void of course at 8:38 in the evening, just as the moon hits the fourth quarter. Oh, there we go. That's a good one, right? Now, and on that lead up to it, we're going to have, there's some aspects going on and stuff like that. I really don't try to touch on each one exactly or address them all, because that just makes for very bad, a bad flow as I hesitate and I stop and I interrupt my flow, right? Anyway, got our intro going on in the background. Got Ziggy moving beneath me. So, Cat's Astrology, let's have a good time. Oh, he just left a really nice warm spot right on the floor because he sits right at my feet, and that's really good. So let's talk about this. There's a relaxed and good time energy of Cancer in the Cancer season, and it's beginning to wane. Now, to the pessimist, pessimist is something you spray bugs with, right? To the pessimist, this summer is already over. Oh, won't. Mercury will be retrograde tomorrow. And there'll be no more fun to be had. To the pessimist, Saturn in Aries is there to remind us that chasing our dreams will require the work needs to be done. Maybe that's what we're stepping into, right? We're here whether we want to be or not. Understand this. Listen to the final messages of the summer season, because it's going to be changing, right? We're going to be going into Leo, and Leo is a bunch of opportunities, portal, the Lionsgate. We got everything going on, right? That 8-8 portal. We're going to have a lot more to say about that. Today, you're going to learn how to ... Yeah, we're going to learn something. Don't know what we're going to learn. I think I'm going to have to learn patience. Yeah, I've got it already planned out. I planned it out after I wrote this before I knew what I was doing. So I won't be going to work today, that's for sure. And the color is a blood red doorbell. Mental toughness, right? Mm-hmm. So much noise, so much everything going on in your own head, right? Oh my God, we build things up and we just we get ourselves worked up, and then all of a sudden, we have scenarios, we have things that we've done, and we're going to start trying to address them. And it's like, thinking about this Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going to go retrograde, so I'm thinking about it, and I decided to start poking around website and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I was like, wait, don't I have an email thing? Yeah, I do. Just people signed up on the email, and I'm like, holy crap, I got to start addressing this too. Okay, I will. And we will. And actually, it's going to make us better, because I think we can incorporate the email into a blog and therefore expand the email base and also expand the traffic for the website, right? Something that I totally ignored, even though it started out as a website. Believe it or not, very, very little of the video component. There was an audio component. There always was an audio component, because that's my background as far as what I want to do and how I've been doing things. Started out with music, just having the audio equipment, and was like, let's learn how to do a website. Do the website, and there we go, and that's how you get here. Okay, now with that being said, Mercury going retrograde, those are my words coming out right. They're coming out before it goes retrograde. We're in a storm period, so basically the things that we're doing now, the things that we're tweaking, we're going to have a chance to go back and revisit. This is like our first time through, right? And then it's going to go backwards, and it's going to go back over this point. It's going to be like, Shane, what are you thinking about the email thing? And I'm going to be like, somebody help. Because I just overcommitted and overextended. But then by the time Mercury goes direct and comes back over it, maybe I'll have a solution to that, right? And it's going to be a Leonine solution, so that means it's going to be going out to more people. It's public. It's making a declaration. It's a bold declaration. So, like doing that stuff, right? Now, there's a Moon-Pluto sextile that favors invention and a changing social dynamic. That's a big picture thing, right? That's that mundial astrology, the astrology of the world. Kings and queens is what it used to be back in the day. Now it's just basically current events, right? That's something that would get into. But the invention part can actually favor you if you think about what you're doing and how you're going about things. Now, sextiles, 60 degrees, right? That's a sextile. Saturn is a sixth planet. I draw a connection to that, right? I wish stop signs had six sides, but there's three above, three below, like I said yesterday. So it's kind of interesting. It's an eight-sided sign, but there's three above and three below. Three sides above, three sides below. I like that. Kind of like a Saturn limitation thing, but it's not. But it is. Because the number that's associated with Saturn numerology is 8. It's an eight-sided stop sign. Sixth planet, 8 sides. But sextiles on the wheel, yes. So think about that. Sextiles, 60 degrees, right? There's 6 of them in a circle. So anyway, these are the things that I think about. This is what keeps me up late at night. And believe it or not, it's 2 in the morning. So yes, it is late at night or early in the day, depending on how you look at it. Okay. Look, sextiles, their energy, they require energy to make them manifest because they're close, they're agreeable, but they take some work to be able to get both sides flowing, right? If you don't want to put in the work, then the sextiles, they're not for you. However, Saturn always requires you to do the work, hence the sextile, hence doing the work, hence making it work out. I'm not going to go. Look, I just went out on a limb and told you that Saturn, the sextile energy is rewarding because I do believe it's linked to Saturn in some way, in a good way, not a bad way. All right? Focus on doing the work. Focus on gaining the knowledge and in learning about where you're at, this particular spot on your journey. Okay, and I'm going to learn where I'm at with the electricity in the house, that's for sure. A Uranus thing, right? Uranian. Okay, the moon is beyond the portals I described yesterday. Okay, big long thing. Just visit yesterday's. I'm gonna actually put it on the card at the end. So if you watch it to the end and you want to review yesterday, perfect place to do it, right? Just click the little thing on the end, the video on the end, and it will take you to yesterday's video. Look, in Aries, there's no time for endless deliberation on a direction, and there's no time for backtracking or regrets. Aries does not work that way. It's a straight ahead, and we're going to do this, and if we're going to change course, we're going to do it very rapidly, and we're going to do it without regard for these little things called feelings, perhaps, okay? Now, like the fool, you've set out on your journey. That guy's looking forward, he don't look behind, right? In tarot, you have begun. The very next card, however, after the fool, is mastery. Think about that. Now, get excited. Really, seriously, just get excited. There's a whole lot of stuff that's going on today. And really, the bottom line of it is, just be excited for where you're at. Just be excited for where you're going, and just things are going to work out. It almost always does. It's a very, we're doing the work. We're doing the stuff we have to do. When we put in that kind of effort, we're actually going to get that kind of, the reward that we deserve. And if it includes biting your tongue, yeah, if it includes biting your tongue. If it includes mental toughness, just not letting stuff get to you, right? That's a good point, too. So, and that's what's going to keep you productive and make you productive and keep you productive. I never intend to go over on these things. In 1968, the Beatles animated film Yellow Submarine premieres in London. We all know. If you don't know that, please get to know it. It's very interesting. And the birth is Earl Stanley Gardner. He's born in 1889. Can you believe that? And he died in 1970. He's an American detective writer who came up with the Perry Mason stories. Probably one of the most prolific writers around. I believe at one time he was in the Guinness Book of World Records for his the amount of writing that he did. Okay, he's known for being very prolific. He wrote very quickly. Born in Malden, Massachusetts, and that's all we got for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for coming by. I want to tell you everybody that I appreciate and love every single one of you. I love getting comments and stuff like that. There's some great ones that have been coming through, and there was somebody that put some not so good one out there. I wish you all the best. I really do. I wish you would just take the time to just pass along and not feel like you have to tell us that, we shouldn't be doing what we're doing because it's a lot of fun and a lot of people get a lot of value out of it. So thank you so much for listening. Appreciate and love every single one of you. Even the guy that flamed me. Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Today is a 5. Happy astrocatting.